Hello, Divine Feminine, and welcome to a timeless reading of yours. I'll get a little glitch there. Bear in mind a few things while we get ready for your reading. I am 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies for you. I am a master healer that provides remote wellness alignments and tarot intuitive insights such as this. Please remember that feminine and masculine energies are non-gender specific within a reading. However, femininity has both feminine and masculine energies. Masculinity as well has both feminine and masculine traits. Please remember you've tapped into a collective reading I 7th am holding at this time. This is not a personal one-to-one connection. So utilizing your discernment is imperative to take what you like and leave anything behind with me that may not have resonated. As mentioned, this is one of two sister channels. This is the channel for Sekhmet. To reach her sister channel of Bastet, feel free to check out the description box below. You'll also find access to my website should you want to know who I am as 7th. And if you'd like to book any services that I have made available through that. I'm not starting the reading yet. Alright, Divine Feminine. Let's see what's going on. Again, I'm 7th, aka Master 7th, that reads these energies. All right. Don't allow someone's actions to dictate a decision from you. I understand that a lot of times there is an appeal to saying, I don't want you to say things anymore. I want you to show me that you love me. I want you to show me that you care. And to be honest, neither of whether or not you had to say it or then now getting the message to not paying attention to everything in regards to action-orientated interest aiming directly at you, is that the message here is you already knew the purpose and longevity and the green light or a red flag before anything. You've been able to understand something, and if you didn't understand it, there's a lot of patterns happening within any given moment to help you be aware or learn awareness on which one of those patterns are created by you, reverberating out into everything and then coming back as that little echo, not in your favor. And when those patterns occur, your body will react, meaning mentally, you might be in stress. Physically, you might be dealing with anxiety and panic or even chronic ailments and physical disruptions. And it's just not nice. It's not nice, anything. And anything that's not nice is a perfect way to analyze when things are maybe in need of attunement, maybe in need of adjustment, maybe in need of judging. I don't know how to explain it in any more simplicity than it needs to be judged up and recalibrated, to be honest. It needs to be reconsidered, rewind that shit. Oh, hello. There's a lot of narrative of what is happening in your world, meaning drama. I'm saying drama because it's emotional relationships happening, and the dialogue of those relations occurring are based on the latest breaking news and tea and gossip. And ultimately, there's a part of you, let's call it the soul self, that is absolutely not interested of this drama because it has its own personal drama that it would like to dishevel and recalibrate and reaffirm, or even just get a fucking audience to be like, hey, I also have these things occurring. I have these insights. I have these opinions, euphorias, inklings. There's a lot of you that goes unnoticed. And that is a problem to all this relation happening around you. I'm seeing a lot of these individuals like going out into the community and really doing a lot of volunteer work, whether it's volunteering their time and space and energy, but you are going missing, aren't you? Aren't you going missing? And then for some reason, you feel that you're called and beckoned to continue this missionary work, and yet you're still fucking going missing here. So there's something here that's not really being 555. So yeah. This high priestess is in charge of this ruling, all right? Whichever ruling you take from this reading, these few minutes, whatever you're leaving with, exactly what you already came with. You're not leaving with more. You're not leaving with less. All right? You're growing and evolutionizing something by bypassing it, seeing it, clicking it, saying, oh, is this interesting or not? All right? And that's it. All right? What you came with, you're also leaving with. What you're leaving with, you've come with. There's nothing new. There's nothing mystical. There's nothing. Okay. Six of Pentacles came out. So this is making me feel there has to be an internal. No, not internal. Yes. Okay, wait. There has to be an internal awareness that you have to bring an earthquake of adjustments to your life. The things that are being sirened as a collective mantra that the second coming is coming, or the world is new agey this and whatever, is just a pattern asking you to become aware of it. I'm not going to try to intellectualize this pattern, because it's not the point of the reading to intellectualize the pattern that triggers you. What is the point of the reading is to see something trigger you and asking you to do the adjustments that are being asked of you, thus being the one triggered, to do what you need to do. That's talking about discipline, that's talking about accountability, responsibility, and do justice based on being just a fucking human person. And being human, being compassionate, being apologetic, being forgiving, being gratuitous, being of servitude for yourself and another, being communal, being everything involved and then some when it comes to loving the fact that you have your sensory everything as being Homo sapien to explore these options and this journey. Okay? There is an absolute dire need to become so elemental earthly with what it is that you are and adjust yourself accordingly. Because this will require you to take accountability to things that are in your environment. If you need shifting, then you need to shift. And this will have to do with listening to the internal dialogue that's maybe asking you to consider moving things a certain way, placing things a certain way, and let that be called feng shui. Clean out your house. Clean out that fucking closet or the drawer in the kitchen that has so much shit in there. Clean it out. You do a big service to the parts of you that emotionally and spiritually and mentally and whatever that you don't want to go there, then go there externally. Go clean that fucking whatever that 4x4 in your vicinity that is a fucking mess. It will begin by me telling you, I'm not really interested in you cleaning out the closet or the drawer. I'm asking you to clean out your fucking mind. But you know what? Let's trigger that possibility a little bit differently. Let's tailor you to give a bit more courage that you can clear out your mental spot by giving you the assignment that is external. Asking you, is there a 4x4 of a drawer, a closet, or something that is a fucking mess? That 4x4 could also be your car. It could be the trunk of the car. It could be what's under the hood of the car. Is it a fucking mess? I need you to allocate time to something that you know you put fucking mess into. It's been forgotten about. I need you to open that shit up and I need you to clean that shit out. Alright, we have 4 swords with the King of Swords. So I'm seeing this as the interlocking of what I just asked you to do. Cleaning up the 4x4. Alright? You're not someone who's going to maybe give yourself time to fucking meditate and really put that into a practice. Okay? But let me tell you something. You naturally go to meditate whether you fucking like that or not. By you go into the top shower, if you get into a vehicle car, if you're sitting on the toilet pooping, or if you're going to sleep. Those are at least 4 grounds of automatic meditation, whether you consciously are aware of that moment or not. Detoxing is happening. Rejuvenation is happening. There's elements that are like, oh my God, I'm in a resting position. Oh my God, let me just clean up whatever I can before this body gets up again. 1, 2, 2, 1. And now it's about understanding you can no longer allocate your fucking responsibility to someone else. You can no longer tell the narcissist to change. You need to change. You can no longer ask the empath to become stronger. The empathic one needs to become more internally stronger and courageous with themselves. You can no longer bypass spiritually and pick and choose when you're religious then or when you're religious now and whatever. You can't do it, okay? You can't practice any more prayer and then show up into like hoot and hoorah forgetting what it is you prayed about. Okay, there's y'all don't want to be disclosed as information because you're left being very vulnerable. But let me tell you something, for as naked as you came into this existence, you should not be in fear of being fucking naked and fully fucking exposed and clearly being able to be judged by what you give, by what you breathe into, which is yourself. So for those of us who are energy sensitive, well, smell what you bring breath upon thee. That's sovereignty, to be honest, not the energetically sensitive one, but you, the one that's breathing, which then includes all of us. Oh, look, death card. Y'all don't want to hear it. Y'all don't want to hear it. Stop eating shit that's not good for you. In the United States, it's 90% of the shit that's found in the fucking... As soon as you allocate your time and place, you can turn that shit around and you're like, oh, hell no, you're trying to kill me. 90% of that. But you still have 10% of options. Let me tell you something. That's a lot of options. If you only got $5, you can make $5 decisions on something better. And if you say, that doesn't keep me hungry, and that doesn't keep me full enough. You sure about that? You sure about that? I'm not gonna go down that rabbit hole, but you are what you eat. All right, temperance. Feeling a little bit temperamental, a little attitudey. What are you eating? What does your body got to break shit? What does your body got to break down? What is in competition with your body? Is it aluminum? Is it aspartame? Is it high fructose corn syrup? Is it fluoride? Don't get me fucking started on fluoride. Aspartame is next. That's being like, ugh! Exit out. Cancel that shit. Food dyes. I mean, there is enough resources out there to make refined decisions and to understand that you, little god and goddess, can be your own little god and goddess and get your fucking shit together. Right? As difficult as that is, because that's the human experience shaping that experience for us. Yep, it's the human experience shaping that experience for us, because it's about perspective and what we feel after we reach a perspective, what we chase in lieu of having a perspective, and what we need to let go of in search of a new perspective. Oh, for crying out loud. Yeah. The DNA helix of self just evolutionary in and out based on what it is that you're eating, consuming, and breathing. That was a bit cryptic message, wasn't it? But anyway, that's it. I'm wishing you a wonderful morning, noon, or night, wherever you are in the ether of this time and space, and may you keep flowing, growing, and glowing.